So we're out here in Torrance, California tonight getting ready for the Bishop Montgomery St. John Bosco basketball game in the Open Division. It kicks off play in the Open Division tonight. The other night was the Division I play. This year there's only 8 teams in the Open Division in Southern California in the southern section. And previous years we've had 6 teams, so it's going to make it a little more crowded at the Division I level. The Open Division is the considered the top teams. Bishop Montgomery is number 1, and they're the defending champs. So we're out here in Torrance to see them tonight, and we saved them. Didn't see them during the regular season because I kind of figured we'd be here tonight. They had a great team last year. People like Ethan Thompson, who's at Oregon State this year. His father, Stephen, played at Syracuse. And his older brother, Stephen Thompson Jr., is at Oregon State as well. He was a great player at Bishop Montgomery as well. Also, Jordan Shackle was a great player last year, a senior who's at San Diego State this year, a player I really like a lot. I saw him this week, and he had 14 points against Wyoming, hit 4 3-pointers, so he started off well in his college career. The team this year, they have David Singleton leading the way, who he'll be at UCLA next year. He's a very tough shooting guard. He can rebound as well. Gianni Hunt is a leader. Fletcher Tynan and Josh Vasquez are also leaders on this year's team. St. John Bosco, Daniel Hamilton, Isaac Hamilton from UCLA, and Daniel played at UConn. They're graduates of St. John Bosco High School. In terms of business here in Torrance, we're at King's Hawaiian tonight. You've probably seen the Hawaiian bread in the grocery stores. They have 2 restaurants in the Torrance area. I'm at the restaurant and bakery. There's also the local place, and most of you've seen the Hawaiian bread, the sweet bread. Kids really love it. They did over $10 million in sales last year, so it's a thriving business in the area. And in this area, you have a lot of the Japanese culture, the Hawaiian culture. Toyota's headquarters for North America for years was located here in Torrance, and they did move that to Texas. But for years you'd run into people that worked at Toyota, and you got a feel for the Japanese business culture. A lot of young executives wouldn't stay here long. They'd move them to plants in Ohio, Texas, other parts of the world. And the truth is they really didn't want them to settle down and get married and be kind of anchored to an area, so they would rotate young executives around. The Saris Regis Group bought the property where Toyota used to be. It's 110 acres, and they've developed other projects like this where they'll put hotels, corporate offices, smaller company offices. So I expect it to be very productive for that company. There were 3,000 jobs that left, but it'll fill in with other corporate offices coming in. Robinson Helicopter is another company here in Torrance, near the Torrance Airport. They make helicopters. And tonight, just to define a little, I mentioned earlier, in Southern California, you have the city section in LA, you have the southern section that would cover all other schools basically. And so it's a battle to figure out who's going to win that. And then after that, you have the state basketball tournament. So I played in college with a guy who was from Northern California, and I remember asking him, because in most states it's a big deal if you win the state championship. And his team, they won a Northern California championship in their section up there, so that was kind of a big deal to him. And so this is a big deal to win the southern section, and this will kick it off here tonight. In Division I, like I said, it's crowded. We've got Oak Park, who some people thought deserved to be an open division, but they are not. Long Beach Poly, who traditionally was upset if they were not in the open division. Alamany, Corona Centennial, Chino Hills, who is a very good team. Dominguez, Damien, Villa Park, and Harvard Westlake are all Division One. So those games will be going on tonight as well. At the lower level, Division 3A, Culver City plays Torrance. Will be a good ball game. They've got some good players. So there's a lot of action going on right now, and we'll look forward to telling you what happened after the game here.